What are you doing?
Well, I wanted to record this outside, but it's raining. Do you have questions for me?
I did. How do you trust your personal intuition after such a big life change?
Well, one time someone told me that your second brain is in your gut. And so that's what I do. I trust my gut. Because if my brain's not thinking right, maybe my second brain is. However, most other times I can't trust my second brain. Truthfully though, I don't know. I just do it and then deal with the consequences, whether they're good or bad afterwards. Because either way we move. We have to. This rain's really killing my vibe, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Do you think we could hear it?
Welcome to Ohio.
I used to race to try to get to a point of figuring it all out, or being the best, or being healed, reaching the finish line. And what I learned in therapy the other day is that the finish line is realizing that there is no finish line. There isn't one. Once you realize that you are never going to be healed, you are never going to stop learning, you're never going to stop growing, you're never going to have it figured out, you've figured it out. Which gave me a complex because I was like, so I did figure it out. I did win. And Kay told me yes.
How do you find balance with social media and privacy? Small biz owner here.
It's very hard to find a balance because there's such an emphasis on becoming your own brand, and truthfully, there is value in that because people connect with people. So in order to connect with an audience, whether that's with photography, finding a clientele, or a social media platform where you're trying to find an audience, if you're not yourself, people aren't going to connect with you. People don't connect with ambiguity. And so it's very, very difficult to figure out how to give enough of myself to feel connected without giving too much of my own power away. So it's constantly just asking myself, would my 40-year-old self be proud of what I did? And would my 18-year-old self be excited that that's what I did? And then that's how I decide if it's okay or not to share. And I think the rain stopped.
Scale of 1 through 10, how happy is your heart?
Today?
Sure.
8. There's always things that aren't figured out and are uncertain, and at this point in my life, there's no point in my week where I feel whole. So I think eventually I'll get to a 10, and I'm damn near close. I'm significantly closer than I have been in the past. What is blue on me? Can we go outside?
Yeah. Let me stop this.
If you want. Oh.
Get back up there. I was just staring right at your chest. I was so concerned on the question. Your comfort food.
Pizza. I literally will order pizza from several different places, even if it's like multiple meals in a row. There's at least 3 different kinds of pizza boxes in my house at all times.
What's your go-to coffee order right now?
I have been getting caramel macchiatos.
Caramel macchiato.
Which I haven't done those in a long time. It's normally chai, but chai feels like hot drink. Feels wrong to do it cold. And it's too hot not to do a cold drink. Hell, that was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. If you watch the podcast and you wonder, hey, where did you try and pee into a wine bottle when you were trying to be quiet? Right here. Right there. Which is not very far from the porta-john that's right there.
How would you describe your style? That's a great question. Bizarre.
You describe it as bizarre?
Bizarre.
Comfortable? Whatever I feel comfortable in. And it doesn't necessarily mean like fabric, although like right now what I'm wearing is physically comfortable. I just mean, does it make my mind feel comfortable? Do I feel confident? Do I feel like this is a physical expression of myself? Then that. So I don't know. Silly.
Favorite detail, room, personalization of the new house. I hope I didn't mess that word up.
You did. All of it? I don't know. I don't think I can pick. I think the thing that I've been most excited about, and maybe that's because it's not done yet, is the wallpaper in the dining room. If I remember, I'll pull it out of the box and show it at some point.
What is your favorite activity to do with your boys right now?
Come out here. Honestly, if I can get them out of the house and get them out here, they never want to leave. They will, there's stuff right here. They dig. They get into the mud and the water and collect rocks and pile things up, and I know that I can walk up the hill and go sit and watch the sunset, and that they're just playing down here and that they're safe and having a good time.
How did you become comfortable to shake up your life and do things on your own?
When the idea of staying felt more uncomfortable than completely blowing it up, I knew it was the right time. Oh my God, was that on cue? We're in the country. We shoot guns.
For sure, that was a firework. It's 4th of July, honey.
That's a firework?
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference between a gun and a firework.
But to be fair, there were people just shooting guns as soon as we came up. What has been the most wholesome thing you've seen at a live show?
Maybe a giant crocheted penis. Oh, I actually know this one. I thought about it when I took a screenshot of it. The most wholesome thing was actually at our first show in Columbus. There was 2 girls during a meet and greet. One was, it was very clear she had enjoyed the evening. Okay, let's just say that. And there was another girl waiting for her meet and greet to be done. And we were like, oh, is this your friend? And she said, no, but I'm gonna make sure she gets back to her hotel safe. And like, to me, that's just the coolest thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at that. Hell yeah.
That's crazy. Were you scared to share your new relationship on social media? P.S. Love y'all and the pod.
Yeah. Terrified. It's very hard giving people the opportunity to have opinions on your decisions. And when it's something that you love and you want to protect, it is that much harder to give people access to it, because you just want to like put it in a bubble. But I can't do that forever, and it's not fair to myself or to you to put us in a bubble and not live our life how we would normally want to live it.
Goofy?
Silly.
Silly?
Bizarre.
Very loud.
Loud.
Man, get off of me. I'm getting attacked by bugs. I don't really like this question. I understand not liking church and the people in it. What made you turn away from God?
I included this question on purpose because I find it interesting that when you publicly share that you disagree with a church or the way a specific religion, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like inputs, infiltrate, inserts. Inserts themselves into the government when they're literally not supposed to do that. That means that you don't believe in something anymore. And that's not true. It honestly just makes the person who is sharing their experience lose all sense of credibility. People don't want to believe them then. Do I feel like someone is telling me something by shining the light on me right now while I'm saying this? Maybe. Did I just part the clouds with that answer? Maybe. I don't know. No, but I still believe in something. I don't know what that is. I think that I don't need to define it in order to still be a good person and have values and treat people kindly.
Do you still feel impostor syndrome?
That was the end of the question.
That was it.
Okay. Nah.
I mean, no. And you know why? It's because I'm not hiding anymore. I think the more that you hide, the more shame you carry around with you, the more likely you are to feel like an imposter. And I'm not doing that anymore, and so I don't feel it. I mean, I still have regret. I still second guess myself. I still know that I have a lot to learn and grow from, but I don't feel like an imposter. Except for when I'm wearing cowboy boots a little bit. A little bit.
If you could spend a day with your older self and younger self, which one would you choose and why?
Older. And I feel like people, because there was a lot of questions, would think that I'd want to talk to my younger self. I don't want to tell younger me shit because I'm proud of what she did to get here. And so I don't want to fuck with that. If anything, I want to jump ahead to my older self so we can look back and be like, damn, we did that, huh? Hopefully I do that, and my older self isn't like, you're a real dumb bitch, you know that? you get back to where you came from.
You're gonna have to edit so much. I'm itching myself. Dude, I'm doing so...
It doesn't matter, it's not hard.
Do you foresee yourself ever returning to photography world, even if not now?
Yes. I actually don't like that I left. The only reason that I stopped is because it took entirely too much time away from my family, and I wanted to be with my boys. And it was no longer a necessity for me to work 2 jobs, but it did feed a part of me that I miss. And when we took pictures the other day, it kind of itched that, scratch that itch. I don't know that I've ever known which direction that goes, but it made me feel like maybe with this, whatever this return to YouTube is an opportunity to also bring that back. You think we're gonna run into the mom and the baby?
No.
I hope we do.
I hope so too, but I feel like they're way too smart for us to get that close. Also, wipe off your butt. It's from that damn bathtub. What would you name this season of your life?
You know what I just thought of? I wouldn't name it this, but it's because I'm holding this. Do you remember that Vine where the girl's like, country boy, I love you? Oh. It's not what I would name it, but that's the first thing that came into my mind. I don't know. That's a hard one. I literally chose it thinking I would think about this answer, and I didn't. But was that a gun or a firework?
Firework.
Okay.
I mean, I was kind of thinking, it's not just like a one-word answer. I feel it's more of who you really are. I don't know, I just feel like you're actually showing more of all parts of your life now and living all parts of your life and not just closing a door and open
wide.
Or keeping one open.
There it is.
At a time.
This chapter is called Open Wide.
Open wide.
I just kept thinking of album titles. I was thinking of Taylor Swift with Fearless.
You always do.
I actually don't know that I could name a single song from that album, but I know that is one.
What helped you move from therapy being just an idea to actually scheduling an appointment?
Fear. I was afraid of what would happen if I didn't. Again, it was a situation of like the idea of not going and what the reality of my life would have been had I not go was scarier than the idea of picking up the phone and just going. I already felt so bad about myself. I felt so low that even though I believed I was going to sit in front of a mental health professional and have them tell me that I was a piece of shit and everything I thought about myself was accurate and people do hate me, I was willing to risk having that said to me if it meant that I didn't have to stay in the moment of like silent self-hatred. And turns out all the mean thoughts in my head were actually wrong, and that's not what happened, and things did get better.
No show socks or ankle socks?
Are these ankle socks?
I think those are considered ankle socks where you can actually see them.
Okay.
And the other ones are
They're
no
like
show.
Low ankle. I can't go high unless I'm playing basketball because then I gotta wear my ankle braces.
Yeah,
I got weak ankles. But I don't like no-show socks because it feels like thongs for my feet, like it's slipping and going places where it's not supposed to, and it doesn't necessarily feel as supportive as it should. Do you have no-show on? You hussy.
What's something you do actively with your kiddos to break the generational cycle?
Hug them and tell them I love them for whatever reason. At least the matriarchs in my family didn't do that. Almost like as a sign of strength and stoicness and I'm gonna hug them and tell them I love them.
When did you know it was the end? Was there a singular moment or did it build over time?
It built over time, which made it easier for a singular moment to signify the end, if that makes sense. It's very much the straw that broke the camel's back. Like that's a cliche for a reason. Stuff piled up until it was like, I'm gonna suffocate underneath all this hay, I think. Straw and hay, are they the same thing?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna suffocate underneath the straw unless I get out from underneath it. In this scenario, I'm the camel. We reached the end of the trail, we have to go back.
There's definitely more trails just covered.
It's covered in grass right now.
Any advice for someone going to work in a public sector?
Find a place in your life where you don't have to completely hide who you are, because working with the public, whether that's in a hospital or first responders or a teacher, it can be very lonely and very isolating because there could be parts of you that they just say like, you're not allowed to be that. So have at least somewhere, something in your life where nothing is telling you, be less, be quieter, don't be so much, okay? Or get out and start a podcast with your cousin.
Is there anything you say or do that helps you stop spiraling? I've been stuck a lot lately.
I think I have an advantage because when you are a mom and like specifically a single mom, you can't spiral. And so it's almost like everything is on pause until you have an opportunity. But if I do, the Inside Out movies really helped, both 1 and 2. It reminds me how much power I actually have over my mind. And I just kind of check in with myself and I'm like, all right, what is true? What is real? What can I control? What can't I control? I'm gonna die someday. Nothing's that serious. And then the reality of that kind of chills me out. Because like everything else feels dramatic. There's nothing more dramatic than dying, and I'm not doing that, so it's fine.
What are your favorite green flags of Brady? You seem so happy now.
I like that you read that one. What you're doing right now is a big green flag.
Really? Bring me back out into a field?
Yes.
I'm just joking. I love this.
How much you make me laugh? I think it's a feeling. I think as much as we say there's green and red flags and like look out for those things, I think the reason we have to categorize them is because we ignore our guts. How you are with your family, how you are with kids, how I feel when I'm around you, just calm and supported. And again, nothing feels serious, but shit's taken care of. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're like, keep saying nice things about me.
Keep saying nice things. I'm happy about it.
Mustache, green flag.
They just have to be on the person's face for the right reason. You know what I'm saying?
What would be the wrong reason?
To just have it.
It should be a requirement to have a mustache, or no one should have a mustache?
I feel like there should be a reason why you have a mustache, yeah. I think you should
And it
just...
can't just be because you like it?
Nah.
Grow up.
Grow up.
Those are fireworks. I know
Those are
that.
definitely fireworks. Has making the new house your own helped you heal parts of you?
Yes. And I think, maybe I'm assuming, but I think this question may have meant heal parts of me that maybe were wounded or lost in my past relationship. But I think making the house my own has healed parts of me that go back to like childhood. Because there's things I now own, and I don't mean own as in like purchase, I mean own as in like, am not afraid to say it represents me in the house that I previously would have thought, are people gonna like this? Is this trendy? Is this something that would please others, and now I don't care.
Can I just say there's nothing in that house that's trendy?
What is that supposed to mean?
It's all unique.
Oh, okay.
It's all, I should say, everything you've designed in that house is meant strictly for you.
Yeah, and I want to feel comfortable in it. I want it to feel like me, and if I spent all of this time making it feel like it would make someone else comfortable, I would be uncomfortable. And that is something that I've done throughout my whole life, is focus on making everyone else comfortable without realizing how uncomfortable I was. And doing this was just like, no more. And I think throughout that process, I've actually started doing that in other areas of my life in kind of a more serious way, other than like weird wallpaper and funky floors.
Dealing with difficult people from a girly with anger issues and self-doubt.
I don't. I kind of take note now of where my energy is spent. Look at this fog coming in. Or do you think this is from the fireworks?
No, this is fog.
But I realize that I have so much energy in the day, in the week, whatever. And if I am exerting that energy trying to prove myself or prove a point or mitigate someone else's emotions, whether that's them projecting shit on to me or someone else, it's not worth it. You get to choose where you spend your money, and you get to choose where you spend your energy.
What is your favorite summer shoe? I think it's the one she just bought the other day.
Are you talking about my cowboy boots?
Cowboy boots?
My favorite summer shoe are my knockoff Birkenstocks. They're
The
so
one with
comfortable.
blood in it?
Yeah, those ones. I feel like I should sit on a rock.
Whoa!
They're turning dark.
Are they?
Yeah.
You want to try one?
Look.
Asking if you should try them. Yeah, those are blackberries.
Oh no, that one doesn't look good. I'm nervous. What if
try
there's a
'em.
bug in it?
Yeah, you'll be alright. Delicious, huh?
Mm-hmm. You want one?
Yeah, I'll take one.
They're actually really good.
Yeah, they are.
I'm gonna make jam.
You're going to be a jam girl? You
My
just
bad.
be jamming.
Okay. That one tastes a little bit like earth.
Yeah, we got more. There's berries all through this field.
Mm-hmm. It's a very nice field.
Are you going to change your last name back? I have divorced parents, so I get it.
To Heron? Probably not. That's a lot of work. I won't change my name back. I like having the same last name as my kids. But that doesn't mean I'll never change my last name. Just as of now, no. You think I can catch this?
Maybe.
Watch me fall.
Atta girl.
Hell yeah.
What do you hope to highlight with your YouTube relaunch?
I think an opportunity to just show more of my life because I'm excited about it. I think every time I've really committed to doing stuff on YouTube, it's been because I wanted to share. And when I stopped, it's because I was hiding. And I'm not now. And this is just a space where I feel like I can do more. I can reconnect with photography. I can share stuff that I love about interior design. I can, again, have an opportunity for an extension of connection, I guess.
If you could describe your life currently in 3 words, what would your words be? Sending love, heart.
Is a lot 1 or 2 words? We're gonna say it's 1. I laugh a lot. In my life right now is just jokes, joy, junk food. That's what it is. Can I ask you a question now?
Absolutely.
Actually, 2 questions. One,
Oh,
can I show
no.
you my rock?
Yeah,
Look at how round this rock is. It's an incredibly round, beautiful rock.
it's perfect.
Second question.
Okay.
Do you want to get ice cream?
I really do.
Let's go get ice cream.
Okay.